Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. There's an inherent connection between cybersecurity and the modernization of the tech stack, with digitization being a core function. Joining me to discuss, we have Richard Seewald, founder and managing partner of Evolution Equity Partners, to discuss cybersecurity concerns that enterprises and governments have in this current environment. Richard, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Hi, Jill. Pleasure to be here today, and great to be talking about cybersecurity on Nasdaq.
All right, you got it. Tell us about Evolution Equity Partners and the focus that you have on cybersecurity investments.
Absolutely. So Evolution Equity Partners is a growth and early growth stage investor focused on the cybersecurity space. The team has been together for over 20 years. We started off as operators. We built a cybersecurity company called AVG Technologies, took it public on a New York Stock Exchange in 2012. And over that time period, had the opportunity to see this industry grow and prosper over decades and decades. And along that time period, we also saw the sophistication of attackers grow. And in the current environment, we think there's an important opportunity to be investing in next generation cybersecurities that defend and protect what matters most in this environment today.
What are some of the major cybersecurity concerns that enterprises and governments have in the current environment?
So look, you can go straight to the White House paper on cybersecurity that was released several months ago, and the focus on the supply chain as well as infrastructure, critical infrastructure in the United States is front row and center. Let's talk about the supply chain. When you think about the impact of the hack of SolarWinds several years ago and how that caused significant damage within the infrastructure of cybersecurity in enterprises and governments around the world, the need to fortify supply chain is front row and center. Likewise, our critical infrastructure, our oil and gas, our electricity grids, all are under attack by nation-state adversaries, hackers and criminals who've been attacking that category through numerous attacks over the last year. So the Colonial Pipeline hack a few years ago was demonstrative of how cybersecurity hacks can impact the delivery of oil and gas. It had material impact on infrastructure. A lot of lessons learned there, a lot of ways that we can improve, which we're doing with the investments that we made in companies.
How does artificial intelligence and machine learning factor into this discussion of cybersecurity?
So AI and ML have had been a core component of cybersecurity for over the last decade. We began investing in machine learning and AI cybersecurity companies about a decade ago. And during that genre, it was really focused on detection and response. Early player in that category, cognitive security that looked at advanced persistent threats. That was our first investment in machine learning and AI and cyber in and around 2012. Fast forward a decade later and across a good number of companies. And today we're at the precipice of machine learning and AI becoming mainstream in the environment today. And with that, the opportunity to invest in companies that are protecting the developer environment. So unlike other developer security tools, machine learning and AI developer environment requires specialty. And we're about to announce an investment in a company that addresses that category, really focusing on the foundational aspect of protecting machine learning and AI at the developer level before it goes into production, and at the point where hackers and criminals and nation-state adversaries can manipulate that algorithm to devastating impact to machine learning and AI strategies that are out there today.
How has the current economic environment shaped the funding of cybersecurity companies?
Certainly, I think you've seen a reduction in investment in cybersecurity. A lot of generalists or a lot of investors that were sort of poking around in the industry have pulled back. Specialists like Evolution Equity Partners continue to invest in this category. We've been more active than ever. We've raised our largest fund focusing on this category. And we're about to make a few announcements in what we think are leaders in that next generation of cybersecurity over the next couple of years.
And how do you see the industry shaping up over the next decade?
Look, when you look at growth of this category over the next decade, McKinsey put out a report that forecast over the next 8 years being a 10x upside on the current vended base of cybersecurity spend. 10x upside on current spend puts this segment at a $2 trillion opportunity as we move over the next decade. So it's one of the most consequential spend buckets in software today. It's consequential because cybersecurity technology defends and protects that soft underbelly of our society that really every aspect of our society runs on, that software layer. And we think this is a critical area to invest in. It's an attractive area to invest in. And Evolution Equity Partners is front row and center in investing in best of breed companies in this segment.
All right, Richard, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Hey, Jill, thanks a lot. Have a great day.